just popped on today to show you my Foxy Crafters challenge for the month of October, and it is a mini journal. I hope you can hear me over the loud winds. It's getting quite dark and stormy here at the minute, so if it gets a bit noisy I might just have to have a break and try again later, but anyway, we'll see how we go. So my little journal is a style that I learned to do about 20 years ago, and it's what I would call an original bookbinding style. One of the very first sort of styles that we used for journal making before I actually got into junk journaling. So I've been making journals for quite some time, but only junk journals in the last probably 3 years. So this cute little journal is a throwback to my early days of journaling. So it's designed with signatures that are actually bound together first, like they're glued in a stack before they're actually put into the spine, if that makes sense. So it's made of very heavy cardstock, like cartridge paper, which is just torn on the edges to give you that sort of rough look. Anyway, let's have a look inside. So on the cover I have just a layered up little collage with some, in the background, some calico, followed by a little bit of muslin there around the edges, and then I've made a stamp with a fussy cut butterfly and just a little soft silky rose, and to that I've added a stamp on the top of that, and then I put on a key which says Dream, and I have a little Tim Holtz sticker on the top which says Small Contributions, which I thought suited this challenge quite well. So on the first page I have a little heart bookmark which just pulls out, like it's got a little tuck in it, which I have a little Tracie Fox card in there, a mushroom card, and this is a little heart tag, so that has a wire on it and is just like a little bookmark. So that goes over the front and that tucks into there. Then I have a little handmade book, tiny little booklet, which is just made from leftover coffee dyed papers, and I've just put a few cute little stickers on there to just fancy it up just a little bit. So that's a cute little butterfly, and I just put a little number on the front there, and just tucks into a belly band. On this one I've put a moth for a little tuck spot, and I've put a tiny tag in that, so the little moth is just partially glued as a little tuck spot. I didn't tea or coffee dye the papers as they were very heavy weight, and I just thought I'll leave them as they are. So all hand stitched in some more of these little tea cards from Tracie Fox, little mushroom and butterfly there, it's just a little belly band, and some dear little tiny tags on a little hedgehog tea card. So they are from her Digi set, which is Love Junk Journals. Here I've got another little stamp like the one on the front, and just a little tuck spot with a button and some collage on the corner. And then I've done a little bit of butterfly stamping, just very lightly with the Tim Holtz Ranger inks, and a little border, it's a fancy cut border, dragonfly stamp. The stamps are from Kazaz, another little tuck spot here with a pretty owl. Another tea card from Tracie Fox. Some more lovely stamped butterflies from Kazaz. A little tuck spot there with a dear little book in it. It's a little tiny rosebud. It's just a little mini tea-dye booklet and just sits over the edge of that little pocket. Some more stamping, butterfly stamping. Some more tea cards. Just tuck spot. A buzzy bee. And this is the centre of the book, and I've made a pop-out section for that, which I've put a Tim Holtz butterfly in, which is one of those transparent acetate butterflies. And I just did a little bit of stenciling on the background and made that page so that it would just pop up. So it just folds back down in a sort of zigzaggy pattern there. So when you close the book, it actually just tucks in on itself. So that goes into there. And that's what makes it quite fat, because of the pop-up bit in the middle. So some more dragonflies stamps. Another little tuck spot there. Some little tiny tags. They're just the Tim Holtz tiny tags collection. And some more stamping. Dragonflies in the garden. That's another Kazaz. And another little tuck spot with a bird. Oops. Another dragonfly. And just a little swirly stamp. A squirrel, as Wendy would say. Some more little tiny Tim Holtz tuck-ins. Another lovely stamp from Kazaz. It has a butterflies, moths and dragonflies theme, as you've probably gathered. And this one I've got a tiny little envelope, and inside the tiny little envelope is a tiny little bird, which you can see. So that just tucks in there, and I have a bird tucked in there. Now that could just sit on the edge of that little tuck like that. They look quite cute. And over this side I have one of Tracie Fox's collection, again, a little pocket with an owl in it. It just tucks in there. So they can be found on Love Junk Journals. And another one of her little pockets with a butterfly, which I thought was quite cute and went with the theme well. It's got a little tag tucked in it. And the end papers I used were a green textured paper. The cover itself is a really shiny, I don't know if you can see on this film, but it's actually quite a sparkly purple. It's quite textured, it's got a cross grain in it. I'm not really sure what kind of fabric it is, but some kind of heavy duty book covering cloth type fabric. And I did the little ridges on the spine to make it look more book-like. So there you go, that is my entry this month for the Foxy Crafters collection. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!